Hi everyone. Thunder's the name, electricity is my game. Nice to see all of my fans out there. That is to say I have only a few fans. This is depressing. I have only like 40 people who really care about me. But that is not a problem. I guess you guys are kind of confused on who I am. Well, you already know my name, so I am going to talk about myself. You let me know when I'm rambling. Okay, first is about my skills. Well, as you already know, I am a master of using electricity. As you have seen in episode 2 when I defeated Eggman. I am as fast as the speed of light, but unlike Sonic, I don't like to show off. I am a nice, caring person ready to help out anyone who is in trouble. I also have a sword that I use most of the time to fight up close. I got my sword using powers from my dad. I'll tell you a little later about him. I also have a special gem called the Warp Emerald. If you have seen some of my episodes, you already know what they do. But for those who don't know, listen up. It is a big, clear emerald case along with 6 other colors that look like pieces of gems. These pieces are meant to do 3 things. First, the color of the piece is depending on element. Like for example, the red piece is fire. The second thing is that it can grant very little wish power. This hasn't been perfected yet. It is said that only the chosen ones can do that. The best part about the gem is that I can use them for a power called warp control. It is a teleportation that goes through the whole universe and beyond. It is basically a more powerful control of time and space than the Chaos Emeralds. But this thing is still not as powerful as the Master Emerald. If I collect all 7 pieces along with a case, I can use it to become Hyper Thunder. What I do in this form is 4 things. 1. I can use my sword to cut through anything. 2. I can use warp control more frequently. 3. I can use all the elements of the Warp Emerald at once. And 4. I can use the most powerful attack in the universe, called Hyper Blast. It is so strong that I can kill all villains within a radius close to me. But it comes at a price. I will faint after use because of recoil. Well, that's my powers. Look in the next part for info on my past timeline. Alright. Now to talk about the recent events about my past. Well, as you can see, I come from the yellow planet in the Rainbow Universe. Funny story of that planet that I come from. The planet's real name is Starbolt. In the said universe there are 6 different planets. I was born on the yellow one. The other 5 are special planets with different features. I could explain them all, but it would take a while, so I'll just cut to the white sun. This sun was the main sun in the universe. Unfortunately, because of a black ball of death, the white sun got destroyed. So, the planets moved away over to the closest thing possible. And that would be Earth. Even though I was born on the yellow planet, we had to find a home somewhere else. So, we went to the purple planet, and that's how Psycho was born. Now finding a house was difficult. And that's when we found the space colony Ark. I was raised by my parents on that space station. However, this has nothing to do with Shadow's past, because it was 2 days after the Ark had the accident. On my first birthday I got Shy, my pet Shao. He was different, so you have heard from Shy's interview. He had robotic arms made by Psycho and me. He was bigger than an average looking Shao. So, that's how the name Mega Shao got started. Unfortunately, on the day of the invasion, me, Psycho, and Shy fled from the space colony Ark. My parents told me to watch over my family, and I knew that they couldn't come with us. So, I went in an escape pod with my family and left. My dad is named Lizard Eagle. He was a master sword user and battled in a chicken war. This war was like Peter Griffith versus Chicken Man, only worse. He met with Master Chief during that time. Of course, this isn't the same Master Chief as you know from Halo. That is his son. Anyway, my dad met my mom on a recovery mission and saved her from dying in a freeze chamber. And ever since that day they were together, they fell in love with each other and were married. I had a cousin known as Just the Falcon. He and I were big into playing together. But one day we went our separate ways. We haven't seen each other since. Me and Psycho used to own a lab on Starbolt. Unfortunately, two horrible things happened. 1. Linus was formed from the accident. And 2. A whole group of alien invaders invaded the lab, so we fled from that. We have the same lab in Base 21 still. Oh, I almost forgot. I still have to tell you about Cosmo on our team. She is from a planet called Green Gate. And guess what? That is my next door neighbor planet. It turns out that when I was born, her mom was my godmother. And when Psycho was born, her dad was his godfather. But, too bad they're dead. Now for how old I am. I am actually 17 in real years. But in my certain species years I am actually 600 years old. The next part will explain some stuff for when I came on YouTube. Now it's time for my top 5 moments of my series that I thought was a big success. But first, a little video on me going on YouTube. Well, I didn't really know about this site at first, like every great spriter I know. At first I was big on playing Sonic and Mario games, and I am still into them today. One day I had a thought. There are the 3 Babylon rogues and there are not a lot of bird characters in the cartoon world. So I thought of an eagle named Thunder after my favorite element of electric. And yes, I was a big fan of Pokemon until the Diamond and Pearl versions came out. Sorry if you like them, it's just my own opinion. Anyway, I thought of Psycho by thinking of random names and I thought it was cool. I also thought of purple because there are no actual characters in Sonic that have purple. So that's how I got Psycho. Now for my top 5 moments. 5. It was the very first time I saw a Sprite movie. I saw Kudu's 17 Sprite movies and I thought, maybe I can do that too. And that's how I became a spriter. 4. The time I had made my first Sprite video. Okay, so it wasn't so popular when it was on for a while. But after days passed, it was indeed a winner. 3. The time I had formed my team. It was a great idea that I kept with and my fans still love it. 2. The time I got my girlfriend. She is the most precious thing to me ever since episode 7. Kirby was in it for extra laughs. I am still thinking about putting him in an idea I am thinking about. But it is still a work in progress. 1. The day I got Sybil and Matt as friends. I have some pretty cool friends as it is. But I still think that Sybil and Matt are the coolest friends I have to this day. I also think that the others are cool as well. So, don't get offended. I would like to now give out special thanks to everyone who has watched my series and helped me out when I needed it. So, thanks guys. And keep watching for more cool action on Sonic TC&S Elite.